second, boys. Okay. And then one last thing. We're good. Okie dokie. All right. Ability was good. Ali was good. Sentry, what's up, man? Still didn't complete the raid because it's so difficult. It is very difficult. It is way more difficult than I think a lot of people were anticipating. So very interesting to see how some people are, reacting to it. Hi, Ali. Hello, I see you, bro. You carry me tricks, I might. Yo, what's up? What's up, Renee? Yo, I'm looking to do if anyone wants to do an OLT, that's what I'm actually looking to do right now. I'm looking to probably do a few OLTs just because I probably don't have time to raid on every character before the reset tomorrow. And I'd like to at least get the power drop on all of my dudes. So if anyone's looking to raid, let me know. And not raid, excuse me. To do the other thing, let me know. Because I am super duper down. What's up, Tristan? Just watch your my new Spider-Man video. Yeah, you just get a free thing. I think it's actually not as consistent as I put out, but I think it's still fairly consistent, like consistent enough. You can at least keep it for the mission. It's weird. I'll have to fiddle around with it more, but I just wanted to give you guys the option of it and see what you guys thought of it. Embraces. Status damage from Odin Force attack. I might actually just put this piece on low key. Obviously, it's not going to matter until we start receiving Sonic Conduit, but the 35%, I don't think that's really going to be relevant. Yo, all right, Rez, absolutely, bro. The other thing we could do... Does this put this up any higher? It goes from 48. No, for some reason I thought putting on some of this stuff was gonna up your valor like higher. Yo, who else is in for an OLT? We will definitely bang out a handful of OLTs. Yo, what's up, J Lamb? How you doing, man? Want that Sonic Vibranium payload piece? Yeah, check this piece out. I might even, let me try it out. I haven't actually used it yet, and it's not a high power drop. It was my random roll. But I'm going to try this piece out and see what the deal is, because if the Vibranium power, or excuse me, the Sonic power attack with the Vibranium payload could be nasty. But you'll have to figure it all out with the whole Sonic Conduit stuff. Rez, you're playing Spider-Man? All right, word. I was gonna say I might play Spider-Man, but I'll carry with Thor. I gotta do it on a bunch of guys, so we'll see who's in. Yo, Tristan, I got you. Jordan Goku, I got you. Tristan, what's your gamer tag? Yo, Man Rich, what's up, man? Yeah, everyone lost their units. They're investigating it now. Jordan Goku, I got you, and we'll get Tristan in as well, and that'll be our 4 for this particular run. And then we can always, obviously, I'm sure you guys will probably need it on multiple characters. Again, we're not gonna do the raid. We're just gonna do the OLT. The raid might take us a little longer. So I'd actually like to bang out a few OLTs. So if you got characters, your mains that you want to get more, get some power drops on, this will be the thing to do. Oh. Gonna carry my Spidey for a run? Alright, no problem. Well, I'm gonna carry your Spidey. Oops. Oh, shit. My bad. Hang on. I'll use my Ms. Marvel first for the carry. My Ms. Marvel is like hands down my carrier when it comes to OLT. I got to do it on Ms. Marvel, Spider-Man, and then Thor, and possibly Hawkeye. So kind of a lot of guys. Pim's thing. Young Kelly, all right, word. Jordan, did I get you in, bro? Oh, it looks like you're joining now. How's your day? Yo, it's good, man. It's good. Doing good. I actually got the day off today. I go back to work tomorrow, so. I'm trying to get the raid done with Thor so I can get it done with Hawkeye. Well, I mean, you might as well just play who you are best with, right? I word. And I mean, yeah, and it's whoever you really want to do it with. I mean, here's the thing. Don't go crazy. I mean, the OLT... Where's the OLT? Utah Badlands, right? The OLT is going to give you power gear. So, I mean, you don't have to go crazy and do and play with every character every time. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go crazy like that. And keep in mind, this is a short week, right? I mean, the update just came out on Tuesday. How many people do you think are doing the raid and the OLT on every single character to get those power drops between Tuesday and today? Probably very, very few. I would not worry too much about that. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Thor does that much damage to a claw. I was shocked because my Thor was pretty friggin' min-max to the moon, and some of that damage was just doing nothing. I really don't like the stun damage element. That kind of threw a lot of players, I think, for a loop in the raid at the very end, which, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't played it, but, like, requiring stun damage rather than just damage kind of, I think, threw a lot of people off, and that they were just, like, very few people actually, like, used stun. You know what I mean? What's up, Dylan? They really slowed down our power leveling process, only allowing a handful of power gear per week. It'll be a fun grind. No, yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. And I mean, keep in mind, you only need the gear for the next raid, right?
All right, Hank, we're inside. Everything up and running?
You're only going to need that gear for the next thing. So, yo, congrats on the raid run. Thank you, man. Yeah, it was a good run. We weren't world's first, but we were close. We were about 20 minutes behind the world's first team, and we did start a little later than they did, which was kind of our own fault, but that's regardless. But no, yeah, it was still a great run. We were happy with it. Oh no, the webbing takes him out of it? Oh, stop it. What kind of nonsense is this? Webbing, if they web an enemy that Ms. Marvel is holding, Ms. Marvel will drop them. That makes things awkward.
You've defeated this contingent. I expect they won't be the last.
That's all good, though. And yeah, I mean, this is the mission to, like, really grind your heroes on. This is the one, I know it's, like, kind of a bit of a pain, right? But, like, if you're going to do any of them, like regular, or yeah, I guess I'll say regularly, this is the one that you can easily do every week with no issue, right? And get those power drops. So even if you're not doing the raid with every character, like you can, even especially for your maybe your not so min-maxed characters, they can you can definitely just do this, get your power drops every week on all these different guys, or at least, let's say you have 3 different mains, right? You'll play it on them. Say, oh, I want my Thor, Hawkeye, and Kamala to all get the drops. Maybe you can't play the raid, or maybe you only play the raid once a week, but you'll still get the power drops from the OLT every time. And it's way, let me tell you, it is way faster than the raid. I think once people start doing the raid, it'll go a lot quicker. Once the raid is like really figured out, which I mean, it's pretty figured out. It's just a matter of people getting comfortable with it. Like, I understand all the raid mechanics after one run, so I could very easily teach it to people and like how to do it. But it's just a matter of like, how they go. I mean, if anyone's played like Destiny raids or whatever, after you do it so many times, it's just like, it's like second nature. You don't even have to think about it. You just start doing it and that's it. The units glitch, I don't believe works anymore. I do not think it does. They screwed with units, but they're putting everyone's units back. So if you had units you got from the glitch, you'll get your units back. They're investigating it. Oh, Doom, what's going on, man? Ultimate's in the building. I'm still not sold on the name Doom, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, bro. How you doing? How you leveling Spider-Man, bro? Are you playing him as a takedown build like everybody else?
Let's get this cell open.
Low key, that seems like the only way to play Spider-Man. He's absolutely bonkers as a Oops, I activated this a little prematurely. Spider-Man, like, no word of a lie, is probably one of the best characters in the game, and I say that like not even joking. I mean, obviously his single target boss DPS might not be the greatest, but honestly, there's so few locations where that's relevant, and it's not even like, if you're building for heavy melee, it's not even as if it's going to be that bad, right? It's just going to be a little different than what you might be used to. That's all. And then same thing with like the claw raid. There's times in the raid where you need stun damage, right? And Spider-Man's got stun damage. There's times you don't need, not every character. If you remember from the raid, someone in the raid doesn't actually have to do any damage, right? One person has to go into the other room and activate the buff for the rest of the team. So I like that you can actually, like, if you have someone on your team who's maybe not built for DPS, you can kind of hide them, so to speak, where they don't have to actually be in the damaging team, but they're still a contributing member. So that's pretty cool to me. I like that a lot. See, this Kamala build is probably going to be pretty similar to, or my ideal change to this build will be pretty similar to what it is now. Oh god, Kamala and Spider-Man do not work well together. What the fuck? Whenever Spider-Man webs something, it screws Kamala up. That's so trippy, man. What was I saying? Yeah, like, if I could get this same build going, but just with the actual buff, right? The actual Sonic sender. So like right here, you see now I'm Sonicked and I'm squeezing this guy and I just keep my Sonic. If I could send this Sonic places, that would be the thing to do. That's my build right there, bro. Fuck that. Get him, Spider-Man. Spider-Man should just be able to do unlimited takedowns on him. And keep in mind, remember now, that they changed it so you can do takedowns on the spiders, and the echoes can be taken down as well. So Spider-Man with the infinite takedowns is, man, having a Spider-Man on your team, that'll be sweet. Now, the only problem is, even though he's doing all these takedowns, I don't know how much support he's going to be for the rest of the team, right? Because he's kind of self-serving. Did the Units bug doesn't work anymore? Yeah, rip. Nobody talks to the mic, so it's going to be hard. Well, that's going to be the issue, right? Like, especially, I could tell you any raids we do... Like, that's why the OLT is obviously easier. You don't need to communicate for the OLT. You just do it, right? For the raid, you're going to have a problem if you got people not wanting to talk, right? So, like, even if we're going to be doing raids, and I would like to do a lot of raids with viewers and stuff, it's going to be, you're going to have a mic. It's going to be mandatory. Otherwise, you're not, unfortunately, not going to get invited, right? So that's going to be that. Haven't figured out what to do with Spider-Man just yet. I don't like to play my heroes like everyone else. I feel that. I feel that. He's definitely got some options. His ranged is a little sus. I don't love his ranged, although it's not awful. It's a very supporty type of ranged bit. So, I mean, you can probably go high webbing, high stun, and see how that goes. But it's the one thing about his power-up melee, or his power-up range attacks, they take too long to charge up. So you'll be over here charging up, and it's not going to work out for you, you know? Hey, what's going on, Jameson? How you doing, brother?
So what's the
Look at this Spider-Man.
No idea. Lots of words I did not
He does whatever a
understand,
spider
but
can.
You're right.
When am I not?
We have to destroy the bridge.
I'm glad you're finally on board.
Even if I don't make it back.
Wait, what? Back on my feet.
Can you carry me in the next OLT? You might need to carry me, man. Never mind. Yeah, no, I'm joking. Yeah, we can get you in. I need someone to carry my Spider-Man. Does someone need this on, like, their... I need, like, someone who needs this on their main, who can really smash some shit. Because I need it on my Spider-Man, and he's not going to be the greatest for single target. So, I mean, he'll be fine for 90% of this, but then the Super Adaptoid is going to be tough.
You're still going through with this?
All right, we have to destroy Monica's bridge for both sides. Okay, trap her.
Trying to get some OT finish to build for Spider-Man. Right on, Jameson. We can get you in, bro.
No. You'd be trapped with it.
Not if I'm lucky.
Yeah, I'm looking to do... I mean, I'm not looking to do this OLT on every single one of my characters, because there's some that I still just don't play at all, honestly. But if we could get... I would like to try to get this done for Kamala, Spider-Man, Hawkeye, and Thor. Those are the 4 I'm trying to do. But yeah, I mean, I assume everyone needs it on someone, because you gotta get your power drops from it, right? I'll carry you with Kamala. All right, work, bro. We'll flip flop it next run. Yeah, it's really just the Spider-Man. I wouldn't really be the carry-on. Or I guess however you want to word that. I would need the help on the Spider-Man, but Hawkeye and Thor, I can carry any of you guys on. That's no problem. Yo, what up, Hack? Will they ever fix the units nerf? Yes, they will. They said they're looking into it. Same with the fragments, units and fragment. All of your resources. So if you were like me, you had 99999 fragments, and then you logged in and you had 14,000. That's changing. They're gonna fix that as well. So yep, they are actually going to restore all your units. They're gonna restore all your units. Yo, what's up, Black Tiger? How long are you streaming, man? I mean, probably not a super long stream today.
Well, look, timelines are in flux.
But I don't know. I can never really answer that question as far as like when someone says how long are you streaming. I mean, I don't have a good answer. I'm not gonna say up front that we're gonna stream for hours and hours and hours, but you know. Whoa. Excuse you. Yo, what's up, Cinematic Middleton? Thoughts on the raid? I thought it was good. I thought it was, you know, I think people were a little salty about it at first, and I think it was more shell shock than anything. I think once people play it a few more times and they get comfortable and they kind of understand, not understand, but they just get familiar with the mechanics, it'll be easier. People will be banging through this raid no problem. But I do like that they're finally adding this type of content. You know, some people might think it was a little cheesy, which that's how raids are like that. You know, like having wipe mechanics. There were a few things I didn't like. I'm not going to say everything about it was great. I didn't love the claw wipe mechanic where he just wipes you from freaking existence in just for doing nothing. He just when the screen starts just glowing red and you have to hide behind cover. I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of a cheesy. That was a little too cheesy for me. But any of the puzzle type stuff, I liked like the anti-metal and you got to destroy the vibranium, and then like the symbols. The drill room I thought was the coolest room. Was the big drill where you had like all the symbols that you had to go and hit the battery up top and then hit the thing when it came out. I thought that was good. And I thought the enemies were fairly tough. The echoes might have been a little too tanky. They were messing me up something fierce, but honestly, it was all good. The nerf didn't affect my units on PC. Still had my 99. Oh, nice. That's sick. Yeah, I think it was a mixed bag because I think they had to change they had to push the PC like update. Like the content came out on PC, but they pushed the update to later. So something was a little different on PC, so probably you didn't get affected in the same way. What's up, Woodrow? You like Spider-Man? Yeah, he's freaking awesome, man. I like him a lot, too. I like him a lot. I think he's very, very, very strong. I think he has the potential to be one of the strongest. My Kamala's a tank? Yeah, well, I mean, she's not even that tanky. She's 1600 defense. She can go higher. Sometimes I put the double orange on, but it's not necessary. She doesn't need it. You've got what is it? Like you've got infinite. So I've got intrinsic burst, right? So I always have my intrinsic, so I can keep my polymorph up, right, if I need to, and or I can just keep up what's the other thing? Just like my heal, right? Because I'm gonna have my heal up pretty regularly. I mean, Kamala in general is a very tanky character. Like, and I'm actually spec'd for precision just because it's the OLT. Otherwise, I would be spec'd for melee, and I would just be melee in here, and then just use the precision as like kind of a big target blip, you know. The one thing I hate is if you miss a shot with Kamala, you're kind of stuck, right? For just like a little bit.
Attention. Code verification sequence time reset.
Even better with the raid. Carried the team with her. Did you? We'll have to raid together, bro, then. I'll have to see this Kamala in action. I think she's very good, yeah. And I mean, of course, she's going to be good as a healer, right? So that's baseline good. But as far as, like, it's interesting because you definitely... Flyers are definitely valuable in the raid, as are characters that can shoot like long distances, right? So it's kind of interesting. So Kamala is neither of those. So I feel like it would be tough to kind of, but I guess to be fair, she can have a different job, right? I was the runner in pretty much all running type encounters. So I was the only flyer on our team. We had Hulk. I was Thor. If you didn't see, I was Thor, and we had Hulk and 2 Hawkeyes. That was our team. So the Hawkeyes were just the pure DPS, right? And then Hulk, of course, was just Hulk smash. We had Lejeune on Hulk, so he was just smashing everything. He was good for like holding points, holding a spot, you know. But then anytime there was like a runner, like the guy who had to go out the door to get the anti-metal, that was me, right? Of course. Or the guy who had to go up top and destroy the batteries, that was me again, you know. So things like that. But yeah, so Kamala could definitely be the one who just kind of stays
need to hurry.
Heal regen so quick heals the team. Yeah, no, that's true. Well, it's really just the one-shot mechanics that you got to worry about, right? I mean, I was never worried about, like, dying to anything in that raid, right? Like, dying to enemies. And, I mean, we were with such a squad, it didn't matter. We were just blowing through. Any of the fights, the actual fight spots, we were just smashing people, you know? Like, there were no enemies that they could throw at us. The only things that were screwing us up a little bit were the mechanics until we figured them out, right? So, yeah, I mean, I feel you, man. Kamala is an absolute boss. I gotta get my Kamala. I like her the way she is now, but I would like to do the raid with her. To which I feel like my Kamala would be fine in the raid. It might be a little low on deeps, a little low on DPS, but you know, it is what it is. Just because I use a grab build, so I guess I would have to switch to the Storm Ranger's adornments for the battery effect punch. That's probably the only major difference I would do between this Kamala and that Kamala. But otherwise, yeah, I don't think it's
Awaiting third code
5
verification
now,
entry.
1 and
Awaiting
3.
fourth code verification entry.
3's here. I'm glad they didn't have a timer in the raid, but overall I liked the raid for what it was. I liked that we're finally getting like actual, like that reminded me of a Destiny raid, right? So to me, that's what I like to see. So I'm happy for that. Yo, Stuff, we are going to get our units back, yes. They have confirmed that they're looking into it. It is a glitch. So, they confirmed it pretty much right away. Like, as soon as the patch went live, the official Avengers Twitter tweeted that they are actively investigating the issue. I don't know what the hell that guy's doing. Are you gonna make a raid guide? I mean, I don't actually know. If I do, it'll be a very abbreviated version. I don't think you really need that much info.
Okay, yikes.
So maybe, and I'm not trying to race to get that out. I'm just focusing on leveling up my guys and working on Spider-Man. I'll probably do a very minimalist raid guide because I'm sure people are gonna put out the absolute, you know, craziest raid guides you'll ever see, right? Alright, if you guys can keep the turrets off of me, that would be helpful. And don't web him. Do not web him. Alright, easy peasy. Good job, everybody. Anyone notice you can't pick up heroic orbs as on Spider-Man? Ooh. I did not notice that. That might just be you. Having a higher... Yo, what's up, Jens? Having a higher power level and upgrade, 140 does the same melee range. It's going to be the same. It might go up. I think it goes up a little bit. Or, like, things that drop higher will be higher. Came in very handy with the fourth left. Yikes. So we OLT become useless when we get to power level 160? Yes. It will be useless in the sense that...
Nice work back
yeah, I mean, yes, it'll be
there.
useless.
All makes a difference. AIM's efforts must be counted at every turn.
Oh, what the heck?
Keep fighting the good fight.
Wait a minute. Oh, here it is, 142. Okay. I don't want this. There we go. And then... Do we get another 142? Here it is. Get these out of here. I got a bunch of junk, so... I think I still like... Yeah, I still like this piece. Alright. There we go. Look at that. And did we get a 142? Here we did. Oh, that's sweet. And it's actually pretty solid. I'm actually going to keep that specifically. All right, fellas, let's mix it up. Yo, Rez, do you wanna come in as Ms. Marvel now? And I'll come in as Spider-Man. There we go. Yo, Demonovsky, thank you so much, man. Welcome to the Cereal Bowl. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate. Thank you, thank you. So this is my Spider-Man so far. He's not perfect, but I think he's very, very good. All right, who else was trying to get in? Jameson, I know you wanted in. And I might have missed the most recent person. I apologize. Yo, Jackass, was wrong about Spider-Man. He's really fun. Only one complaint, camera sometimes goes all over the place. That's true. I think that's more about his takedowns than anything. But yeah, the one, and I wouldn't even call it a complaint, but the one thing I struggle with him is when you're trying to swing, especially indoors, he can be kind of like, he can like over swing places or like swing into walls, and it's kind of hard to control when you're inside places. Yo, Hamand Tanvir, I got you, bro. Do I have you? What's your PlayStation name? Send again? Yeah, no problem, James. Yeah, Hamand, just let me know in the chat what your PlayStation name is if we're already friends. Otherwise, add me. Trick's ridiculous. We'll get you in. Blaze him. Do I have you? I do not. Okay. Give me one sec. Fuel friends. Yo, what's up, Chase? When you be hopping in the raid? Well, I don't know. We're gonna do some OLTs first, just because it's an easy way to get some of our heroes higher power, and I know obviously a lot of people need that, myself included. So we're gonna try to bang out a few of these first, and then if there's time, there he is. Thank you, bro. Got you. What am I doing? I always randomly go to someone's actual. Want to raid? Need one more? Yo, sorry, lad, can't do it right now. Yo, Blaze, are you online? You might be showing offline. Did you do Black Widow farm for XP? No, I just played. I did, I got him to 150 first. I did my Day of the Remains farm that I always do. Got him to 150. By the time he was 150, he was only like maybe level 38 or 39. And then from there, just played. Once I was at 150, obviously just needed gear from wherever. So I did a few villain sectors, did a few, did the Last Avenger Standing, did the priority mission, did a Tachyon Rift. I did all the different missions to try to get like different named sets for him. And just in doing that, he just eventually got to level 50. All right, if I stay for one more OLT. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And yeah, yo, Guns, we'll get you in the next one. Does web status affect bosses? From what I can tell, it looks like it does not affect bosses. All right, we're in. Yeah, so I'll come in as, on the next one, I'll come in as Thor. And that should be a... Oh, there's nothing left in there. I got multiple coffees. I got my iced coffee, my hot coffee, my water. Hey, you guys know who I bumped into just randomly leveling? Or I guess not leveling. I was like, oh, let me do the priority mission. And then I was like waiting for a crew, and I was like, oh, let me just do it solo. So I just hit start mission, but then it randomly matched made me with one person, and it was R. Jordy. And I was like, oh my god, it was like the real R. Jordy. I was like, oh shit. So we blew through the priority mission, and I sent him a friend request after. It was funny. I was like, he has great builds, and I was never friends with him. He was like one of the few content creators I'm not actually friends with in this game. So I was like, oh crap. Are you going to do ranged or melee for Spider-Man? It's looking like melee. I hate to admit it, but just because his ranged is very awkward to use. His basic web shooters are okay. They're nothing special by any means. Like, they're pretty bad compared to other ranged characters. So I was looking into what his other ranged attacks were, and they're just so slow. It's really not worth it. So you really do want... You really do just want kind of anything else to be straight with you. But honestly, his, like, you'll see what I'm doing right here. His melee is great because melee scales with takedowns, or takedown scales with melee, I should say. So he's actually able to just stay in and do takedowns pretty much non-stop. And that works out really well. And it works out great here, too, because you get 3 seconds every time, so he's actually super helpful. Call him Helpful Man. Your friendly, helpful Spider-Man. Opening the cells will be a problem? No, we'll be alright. Whoa. But yeah, sometimes his abilities can get a little funny, right?
You've defeated this contingent. I expect they won't be the last.
Oh, hang on, I gotta let the cat out. Cat is trapped.
Aim squad, dead ahead.
Hey, cat. Yo, also, guys, I'm using this iconic suit. How do you like it? Also, I don't know if you saw that move that I just pulled there. That was actually the... That was actually part of my defense kit, which I think was absolutely fantastic. It's this piece right here, Empire Guard. You can't really see it. Auto defense stance. Activate defense stance completely. Chance when taking damage to activate the defense stance, negating all damage. It's really sweet, though, because it's not like Kate's or Hawkeye's. It actually puts up a bubble around you that blocks all projectiles for about 5 seconds. And it triggers regularly. You'll see it all the time. You'll see that bubble around me all the time. And then this wreckage effector, for whatever reason, it looks like, and this might, I haven't tested out the numbers, like number by number, but you see that bottom perk gain increased damage based on the amount of wreckage intrinsic stored up to 10%. It seems like that's just a flat 10% across all of your stats here. So you'll see, like, if I put anything else on, it just goes down by 10%. So I think it's just factoring a flat 10% there. And then I use takedowns grant a defense buff, and takedowns grant a damage buff because it's all takedowns. So that's how I use Spider-Man. It's just going to be a takedown build that specs heavily into takedowns. And then the other thing is you want Faultless Spark here. So I'll put out a build guide. I'm not ready for a build just yet, but this is going to be the build I do, I think. You want Faultless Spark here because, or I mean, mind you, all of this stuff is just random roll gear. We'll see when we start getting some crazy exotics or raid gear or whatever the heck. But you do Faultless Spark because your takedowns can be crits. So when you do a takedown and it's a crit, it can be a it can trigger a melee crit, right? And of course, if you're in damage buff and you're doing takedowns nonstop, you're going to be getting crits, right? So Heroic Spark, I think you all know what that does.
Kate? Wait a minute.
you're going to be getting your heroic charge burst back
Him on the other line.
Yeah, I'll explain
pretty
later.
much at all times.
Later. And,
we're
don't
not
tell
making
Tim
it.
I called you. We just need to get these prisoners to safety.
Fine. But only because I owe you.
We're gonna have trouble with this one. Hawkeye doesn't have a sword. Why? It might just be the costume. Oh no, we are having a time here.
Kamala's down.
Oh no, he's down. Oh no, we're both down. Double downs.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel that.
He's up. Alright, fuck these guys, first of all. Where's the door at? Yeah, I know.
Thanks.
We got it. Took a little while, but we did it.
Sure. All right, let's boogie. Where's the rest of the convoy?
What build you going for? I am going for a takedown build. Nate. And I think it's going to be pretty legit, to be honest with you.
You'll need to destroy the locking mechanisms to open the cells.
You're up, Theo.
The question is, you got to have all the best takedowns, and where do you get them? And which takedowns are the best takedowns? Right? I think the takedowns I'm using now are the best I can get right now. I'm trying to figure... I don't want to just do the same takedown over and over, even though like there is definitely some gameplay element to your takedowns.
This one's open.
Right? Like some of the takedowns will throw enemies across the map. Some of them will do... will leave the guy right near you. You know, some of them take longer. You know, some of them are just quick and easy. Right? But essentially, you're always doing a takedown. So you're always pretty much invincible. And there's like no setup. It's not like Brooklyn Brawler, right? Like, watch this. I'm going to go right up to this first Adaptoid and take his face down right now. Takedown. Boom. You don't have to do anything. And then you get it back. Watch. So you get the intrinsic orb. It always spawns like right on you, right? So you don't have to worry about like someone else grabbing it. Really. It spawns right on you. You get it back. And then you just go crazy, right? And that's basically that. Yo, if I can get this res. I'm trying to get your res, bro, but we got the Kamala. Kamala will get your res. Sometimes you don't get the intrinsic orb. It's rare, but sometimes you don't. If that's the case, that's fine. I mean, he builds intrinsic very quickly, and you can actually activate your assault heroic to get that intrinsic pretty much immediately. And then other than that, yeah, I mean, it's just a melee character. I mean, if you ever are not taking, or you're not, like we'll see in the Super Adaptoid here, when you're not doing takedowns, which obviously you can't against bosses, you're still just a melee guy. You're just going to melee their faces off. I mean, you know, it kind of is what it is.
Large aim mech ahead. I shall give what instruction I can.
I want a Black Widow spider suit. The Black Widow, you mean the Widow suit that has a spider on it? I don't think you can get that anymore. It's called the Oxide Heart. I actually use that one. It's really good. So go melee for Spider-Man. It's melee for Spider-Man. All the way. Melee all the way. Oh, did I not get you? Oh, no, I got you. I got you. Yeah, because keep in mind, the amount of damage you do from a takedown will actually be more if your melee is higher. So that's the reason. You could also do a Valor build. That would be interesting. And I'm sure I'm going to play around with some different things with Spider-Man, of course. But right now it seems like melee is what he was built for. And if it ends up not being great, like in raids, then he'll just be a lower tier raid character. Like it is what it is, right? But I think it's the way to go with him. his ranged attacks are just so bad that I can't envision actually using them for any consistent damage. If anything, they might be decent for applying status effect, but that would be kind of similar to like a Black Panther, right? Do I recommend doing the unit bug? I freaking invented the unit bug. I recommend it to everybody, but it doesn't work anymore, I don't think. But any units that you already had, you're gonna get them back. They botched units pretty bad. So it's all coming back. Whoa. Trying to do that takedown. Where's this guy? There it is. That was the weirdest takedown in the world.
It's rearing up. Evacuate the area immediately.
Spider-Man doesn't have a party? Oh, he's got a party. He is the party. You want the noir costume? Bro, I just want a symbiote costume. They're specifically not giving us a symbiote costume because they know that
When am I not?
they know that if they do, it'll be the only thing that people buy. So they're gonna give us the lesser costumes now and then surprise us with the symbiote later. That's the only thing I can obviously think of.
Good looking out. Thanks.
Over Gears, yo, appreciate you, fam. Welcome to the Cereal Bowl. Thank you, thank you. See, honestly, activating... See, sometimes you lose intrinsic just because you were in like a weird heal... You were in like a weird damage field or something. But honestly, like... The whole Wrecking Ball super, like... The super itself is just okay, but getting the actual buff, because remember, of course, all of the buffs on the side of the screen, other than the spider drone, any of like the buffs that affect you, they all pause while you're in a takedown. That was a recent addition. So you'll see like Wrecking Ball will just stay up while I'm doing takedowns. So like the buff you get from the Wrecking Ball is just a flat buff. You can actually equip the piece as well. It's very good. That gives you extra crit chance during Wrecking Ball. I don't use it just because that piece gives me damage buff as well. So it's a little, you have to kind of pick between the two. So it's a little rough. Parry. I don't know the meaning of the word. Oh god. Spider-Man's a flyer per se, but I wouldn't call him like a flyer. Like he can get to high spaces easily, but he certainly can't traverse the map easily. You want Blue Hulk? They did. You talking about like Cosmic Hulk? Like the Power Cosmic version? Because they already have a Blue Hulk. It's that Santa Claus looking thing. It's pretty bad. But I mean, it's there. It exists. Glad they had takedowns on Spider-Bots. Yeah, well, that's another reason that Spider-Man, I think, will be even really good in the raid, because the Spider-Bots and the other idiots there, the crawlers, or not the crawlers, the echoes, those guys are all takedownable. Those echoes you can just do takedowns on. So, like, those guys are some of the more painful guys in the raid, and even if your takedowns aren't destroying them, like, they're at least more useful than... You know, you're in there. You know, that's the thing about like playing as Spider-Man. You're in it. You know, you're in the fight. You're just doing takedowns left and right, letting you know the team. And it's a little bit of a solo style, right? Because it's like the team is doing what they're doing, but you're just over there going like takedown, 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 and it's like, all right, like just let Spider-Man do his thing. He's not gonna die. He's just going to do takedowns nonstop, right? So. Mike Jordan equals Spider-Man. Can you still get the Ring of Nebulung? Yeah, you just got to do the the Reign Supreme quest chain, That comes right after the main reassemble campaign. My heart sank when you went from 3K. Yo, for real. No joke. People had said to me in chat, so I had already seen it before I logged in, but it was bad. How do you get your PS5? Yo, I got it from Best Buy. Yo, are we loading or what's the story here? It's just the worst load screen in the world. Just the nausea load screen. Oh, check Hulk screens at the bottom. Oh, hold on. Oh, it comes from shipments. Oh, I have to be on Hulk to check it. Or is it just here? Yeah, I like this nameplate though. This one's pretty good. I don't even know what Hulk skin I use. I think I use... Oh, I use big blue. Big green. I just use the basic one. Yo, are we cheesed? Are we glitched here? Or is it just a long load here? Holding a hope for Scarlet Spider. That would be sweet. Yeah, I got this one. I got the Secret War, which I think is really sweet. Obviously, the Bugle Boy just came with the thing. I like the iconic. I also like the classic, but I think the iconic's a little more spider, you know. Shit, we might be glitched, boys. Yo, Rez and Jameson, is this? Are you guys in the same screen as me? Oh, the unit thing still works. Does it, Quill? Oh, okay, word then. There you go, guys. The unit thing still works. I'm at 1 million once they give me back the ones they stole. So I think we are officially glitched. We might be officially porked here. And we can't even reload the checkpoint. Wow, that's crazy. Yep, we're screwed. All right, everyone back out. That's unfortunate, but we'll restart it. That is unfortunate. Hey, Ian, what's going on, man? Raid was good. Got a few runs in last night. Nice, dude. Very nice. Yeah, the raid was sweet, man. I mean, I liked it. It was just, I think, like I said, I think a lot of people were a little shell-shocked at how hard it was, just because I don't think they expected, like, kind of what they would maybe consider cheesy mechanics, you know? Let me see, social. All right, so we'll invite the same crew back. So Jameson, Rez, and oh my goodness, Rez, and then Hamond. I'm just trying to remember your name because I know it's different. Fuck. Hamond, what was your name again? I'm so sorry. What was your in-game name? I thought it was a B. Blazeham, that's right. Oh, you weren't. You're not. You're appearing offline. That's why. Got you, bro. Kamala is doing helicopter fists on my screen. Nice. Nice. That's funny. Can't even beat it, which is upsetting. That's rough, Chuck. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing a lot of raids. Right now, I don't know if I'm super duper confident in like bringing in a team. Just like, you know, just like shot calling with the team. I would like to do it at least a few more times with like my solid crew, just to like understand, because keep in mind, I've only done like, everyone has a different role, right? So I would like to be able to do all the different roles before we can actually, so that when I go into the raid, like with a team of 3 from chat, I can fill whatever role is needed, you know? That's what I would like. Of course, as I say that, I mean, we could probably just do it, honestly. But I think right now our time is better spent doing the OLT, because we're going to get those power levels that we're going to want, you know? Rift King, yeah, apparently it does. I didn't think it did, but I guess it does. But they're also going to give you back your patterns that were not, that were taken away from you. You like the big time suit? That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Like I said, though, I mean, if they come out with the symbiote suit, that's what I'm getting, and that's what I'm going to use. It's just a matter of, like, you know, it's a matter of how many suits are they going to try to put out before that. Because once you have the symbiote, and if it's a good-looking symbiote, it's going to be like... It's going to be like, that's the one, you know? Oh. What's going on here? Power level too low. That can't be right. No, we're good. What the fuck are we doing? What's up, Van Berks? How can I join this? Yo, we'll get you in. We got a few other people. I'm not doing like a list or anything, but we got a few others that are looking that were here first. We're just running it. But yeah, we'll get you in, brother. Van, if you're already if you're on PlayStation, I don't know if you already have me. Just add me. Tricks Ridiculous, same spelling as my my name here, and I'll accept. What power levels? What do you mean? Like your power level here. Like you can get higher power stuff. So the all your gear right now should be 140, but when you do the Omega level threat and or the raid, you get power level 142 and then 144 and then 146. So you get higher power stuff. Oh, you're on Xbox. RIP. They need to fix this new bug, not being able to pick up anything in missions. What is that?
Thanks for the portal, Theo.
Welcome to our little remote hideout. Dr. Pimp's just up ahead.
All right, Hank, we're inside. Everything up and running?
Oh,
Yo, Rebel with a Cannon, what's good?
See you in a bit.
Doing schoolwork? Yeah, no worries, Van. And yeah, we'll get you in regardless. Whatever, whenever, wherever. Definitely do your schoolwork first, bro.
Hey guys, just passing through.
Otherwise, you'll end up like me. We unfortunately got glitched out the first run we did here, so this is our second. See, yeah, sometimes that is true. Sometimes you can't freaking you can't pick up the thing you're trying to get there. Like, at least in 4s. When I'm playing solo, I never really have a problem. But right there, like, I couldn't pick up an intrinsic... Like, look at that intrinsic orb. Okay, that time it worked. But sometimes I can't pick up an intrinsic orb and I'm not full on intrinsic. So it's like, what the hell, you know?
You've defeated this contingent. I expect they won't be the last. Aim squad dead ahead.
Bing. Yo, MH, what's up? I've been able to run it 4 times. And Dick is connected every time. Reinstall. Oh my god. No.
Well done.
Don't say that, bro. I don't want to even hear that. That sounds so bad. Being on... Oh, you're on Xbox One? I mean, that shouldn't be an issue, but who the hell knows, bro? Yes, they are giving everyone back the units they stole. It is being actively investigated, and it is a known bug. So no worries that. Tip for the first puzzle? For the very first room? Oh, the very first room is pretty straightforward. The shield room, right? Where there's the big red shield in front of you. That's a very easy one. What you do is you just have everyone stand on a plate. So you get 4 people. There's 3 plates and then a center console. You have 3 different people stand on a plate. And then when their circles fill, they call it out. And the person in the center console flips all 3 switches. And then everyone runs to the center and stays in the center. And you stay in the force field until the big explosion happens and destroys the force field. And you just do that 3 times. Easy peasy. Yeah, I got you, Rebel. What's up, Tech?
I've located captive Inhuman.
Day that remains bug last night.
You'll have to break them out.
What's up, Lightning? Yo, Tricks, love your videos. Gotta try the raid after finish Spider-Man mission chain. Mission chain seems long. It's actually not long. It's actually a visual bug. The bar only goes up about halfway before it just ends. Once you'll look like you're coming up on the halfway point, and you'll be at the final stop. So yeah, it looks. I was like, Jesus, because like the bar barely fills up. I was like, this fucking thing's got to be the longest thing in the world, but it was. Alas, it was not the longest thing in the world. Hey, we did that one pretty quick that time.
Just need to get these prisoners to safety.
A bigger convoy lies up ahead. Follow the ridge and you'll reach it.
Jesus, what's up, Jesus? Any update on the resource reset? No update. They're going to give everyone back their resources. They admitted it was a total mistake.
You'll need to destroy the locking mechanisms to open
And it is being fixed. Yo, Eugene, I am liking Spidey. Or, Van. I am. I'm playing him as a very heavy takedown build. Melee. So, he's super fun. It's impossible to stop him. He will not die. Like, you're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you're just not going to die with Spider-Man. And you're going to be doing takedowns all the time. Now, how valuable is that? That remains to be seen in raids and stuff. But at the very least, you're just, no one has to worry about you. It's not like, oh, Spider-Man's in trouble. It's like, nope, there goes Spider-Man. He's just going to continually do takedowns on people. Even though I got to get time right here. Hang on. But yeah, I mean, he's pretty much non-stop, right? So, I mean, how useful was what I just did there to the party? I don't know. It'll be more interesting in, like, the raid where you're doing it on echoes and stuff, or, like, large spiders, right? Look at this air takedown, how high up we are. And then grab the orb, and then do it to the next guy in the air as well. Oh my god, stop it. Grab the orb falling down, and then get him on the ground. Bang. That was cool. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. That was cool. Is the update a W or an L? Oh, it's a total W. Absolute W. It couldn't be more of a W. Are you serious? Yeah, I got you, Umbrella. Yeah, it's a major dub. I mean, what else? I don't know what people really wanted. Like, I understand some people... Like, okay, people are mad about the resource thing, but, like, it's gonna be fixed. That's, like... If the worst thing about the update is that, like, there's a temporary resource issue, then I guess it's really not that bad of an update, right? You know, if you like, the raid itself is good. There are problems with the raid in the fact that you're going to get kicked from it, you're going to get disconnected, or you're just not going to be, or someone that you, especially if you're trying to matchmake, you're going to have a problem, and we already knew that. So, but if you're going to blame the raid on the fact that a rando quit on you, that's not the raid's problem. The raid is good.
Large aim mech ahead.
Now, matchmaking in the raid, or join in progress in the raid, is definitely something they should add ASAP, you know? But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, the raid is still good, and I mean, we could have also just not got the update. Would you guys have rather still had Spider-Man, but just had like a Spider-Man campaign with like a few missions? Like, to me, that would be way worse. I would much rather have had Spider-Man with a minor story and the actual raid itself that you know you're going to be able to play over and over.
Evacuate the area immediately.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Okay, down.
That seems like a no-brainer to me. Thanks for relaying everything to us, going through the good and the bad. Not just my shit, but everyone's super helpful to be able to hear. Having to test everything myself. Yeah, of course, bro. Always. You know I got you. And I understand, obviously, a lot of people might want, you know, to experience the raid themselves, get all this, you know, try to figure out the puzzles themselves. I get that, right? Oh. My back. That should be Spider-Man. That should be the voice line when you get hit with Spider-Man. He goes, my back! My back! They have to make the raid more user-friendly. I don't think they do, HN. I think as long as you can join in progress, like, and they make it, like, if you didn't get disconnected, you know, if they fixed a lot of the net code so you didn't get disconnected, they fixed it so you could join back in progress or have another person join if someone quits on you. Like, if they add that sort of stuff, I think the raid itself is fine. It's supposed to be difficult. And, you know, if you have any experience with Destiny-style raids, like, that's how they are. Like, if you look at, like, Destiny's probably hardest raid ever was the Last Wish raid. When the Forsaken expansion came out for Destiny 2, the Last Wish raid, the very first teams to do it took 23 hours. Actual 20. So just for clarity, Bungie, who makes Destiny, they were giving away, they gave away an emblem, and they do this every raid, but they give a special emblem to anybody who completes the raid in the first 24 hours of every raid. And now, mind you, for most raids, that's, you know, a lot of people. If you go for a day one, you're definitely in, like, the top 0.1% of people. But here's the thing. The Last Wish raid was so friggin' hard that only, like, 2 teams of 6 actually got that 24-hour emblem. It's because it literally took it took those 2 teams 23 hours to do, and then every other team it took more than 24 hours to do for their very first run. Because people were in the raid from the very beginning. They were in the raid from the start, and they could not do it. Doesn't that blow your friggin' mind away? So, like, but again, come to find out, like, after that happened, they didn't say, oh, it was too hard. Like, they were just trying to figure out the puzzles. And then they figured them out, and then obviously the second time they did it, it didn't take 23 hours, right? It was a lot of time of just trying to solve the issues, right? Or solve the mechanics. But once they figured it out, their second run, their third run's like, that was fine. Now, me and my team, we went into that Last Wish raid the other day. Took us hour and a half to do, because we know all the mechanics now, you know. So I think over time it'll get a lot easier.
Trap her weapon in one timeline before it causes any more damage.
I know I'm not even trying to hit up this boss fight. How are you still able to do intrinsic energy when your intrinsic takedowns are intrinsic empty? It's because it's not empty. It's full. I get it. You get an intrinsic orb every time you do a takedown, or at least that's what I have it set to. And then you can just do takedowns left and right. Bada bing.
God. Oh, this does not feel good at all.
My problem is the regular missions are almost always glitched. Here we go. We're finally not glitched here. Mainly not able to pick up heroic regen orbs along. You know, yeah, I don't. That's interesting. I have not had that issue. But I'm not going to say it doesn't exist because that would be foolish to say. Hey, it was good, Lejeune. Think Spider-Man loot is glitched for corrupted vibranium nodes. Keep trying to get a range slot every time. I was trying to get flawless buff. Maybe. I haven't done too much of that. I do, but you are right. I do have several ranged pieces that I believe are vibranium. I've only done it a little bit though, and you're probably right actually. I think I've gotten more range than not. They probably don't want you to get that faultless buff. Although low-key, you saw that, never mind that, bro, because you're going to want the gear from the raid. You saw that Black Panther piece that Fate Walker got that said, it said all crit attacks can do, it just had faultless buff on a ranged, on a ranged piece, bro. Like, but it just was straight up faultless buff. It just said crit attacks can grant damage boost. Now, I don't know if that means it's only going to apply to melee or only to range, but golly, if that doesn't. They got another thing coming. So, yeah, I mean, right now, the gear with Spider-Man, I'm not even too sure, like, what's going to be what with it. I'm still rocking these just random rolls and a couple of named pieces. I'm not going too crazy right now with things, but once with the raid and stuff, bro, who knows what gear you're gonna have. But I think the takedown build is gonna be the way to go. Takedown heroics with a melee focus. And we'll see. The only thing, because I think here's what's actually interesting about the raid, June, is what I was telling people, is you can yeah, where's that takedown? Give me that free takedown. Oh, did someone already get it? Oh no, it ran out. You could do a free takedown on a dread bot. Or at least I think you can. It's getting all glitchy. I think he already got it, that's why. Here's the thing. People always get concerned because they're like, oh, well, what's the damage going to be? Like, what's the single target? Like, they say, like, oh, if you're not playing range, if you're not doing this, like, what's your damage going to be for single target damage? But here's a good thing about the raid. If you remember, you can hide a lot of that, right? Look at the final fight. It required stun damage. It required a little regular damage, but it required stun damage primarily for the first phase. But then, and there was the big head fight, which you had to do damage, but honestly, it wasn't that much damage. Like, we didn't have to go too crazy. Let's be realistic here. But the final fight, yeah, you had to do stun damage, but then at the very end, one person has to go inside the room, remember. So you only have 3 people doing DPS. So if you have a character who's like a support character, you can hide them from the damage phase, right? You could say, okay, this guy is not our DPS, right? He's going to be the one who goes inside. That's brilliant to me. That's brilliant because then not every character has to be a DPS, you know? Has a gear locker gear changed too? What do you mean change? Like change with the update? Nothing. All of your old gear should have kept all of its old stuff. Anything old should stay the way it is. Yeah, I got some sweet drops. Yeah, here's the thing. Here's what I've been actually rocking. Is I've been going takedowns, and I'm using this piece, low-key. Empire Guard, right? The auto defense stance is fire. And it actually, I think it gives a flat 10% damage boost to everything. And then critical takedowns. Now, I want to get a better roll, but it's takedowns grant a defense buff. You don't normally get that on a chest piece because I've also got takedowns grant. Oh, you can't see, my head's in the way. But this one's takedowns grant a defense buff. This one's takedowns grant a damage buff. I would like damage buff, heroic charge burst, both on takedowns. And then it's just going to be a takedown build. You feel me? I think that's going to be legit. I would like to get Spider-Man's movement down a little more. I think I'm okay with the movement. It's just the timing of like when you release the swing with the speed boost. It can get a little funky on you.
Awaiting third code verification.
Like that. That was perfect.
Awaiting fourth code verification entry.
Oh, poor Hawkeye. He ain't keeping up. Empire Guard's wonderful. It's really good. The 14% chance to not take damage, it's not like Kate's. It's very different. You'll see it in the gameplay. There's a bubble that goes around me and it actually blocks all projectiles.
You've delayed the security protocols, but the system is adapted. Stay near the bridge while I attempt an override.
Dr. Pym, status?
The one thing about Spider-Man, you know, as much as I say like the range characters are just better, I really don't feel that way for Spider-Man. I feel like he's definitely a melee guy. I think he just has to stay melee. His range is just so awkward to use. Even the power attacks. Even the power attacks are just for the range power attacks. They're just so slow. They're so slow and so bad. So you see here, look, damage buff, defense buff. That's just from doing takedowns. So I can use something else. I actually use a heroic faultless spark. So I get heroic charge burst on melee. So I got intrinsic burst on takedown, heroic charge burst, and then of course damage buff. And then we'll see what other random perks we can try to get. But I mean, right? He's looking sweet, man. He's looking real sweet. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you can web up the bosses. You can't even apply web. We'll have to see about the super adaptoid. Because if you could apply web to bosses, even if it doesn't actually web them, it might still be useful.
Awaiting second code verification entry.
Oh, is it 3? Like, it'll be useful as a damage bonus, right? As like a debuff. Especially if, because Spider-Man's obviously the only one who can apply web. So if you can apply web in addition to other effects, that would be a damage buff you wouldn't have otherwise, right? So that's like one saving grace for Spider-Man for like boss DPS is he could just be the support, the extra support, you know? Where did I get the Empire Guard? I think it came from, I want to say a villain sector, but not as the, like, you know how villain sectors come with a purple piece and a legendary piece? I think it was obviously the purple piece. I don't know what the legendary or exotic equivalent is, but it's a pretty, so look at, you see, this is it. This is the defensive stance. It lasts for like 6 seconds, and this bubble, I take basically no damage while I'm in it. It reflects all projectiles. My God, what am I doing? I'm low-key, I'm not even used to playing melee characters like ever anymore. I've just been so accustomed to playing ranged characters these days. It's like crazy, you know. You have to shrink the boss to web them? Oh, great. Can't web or take down super adaptoid. Well, I know you can't take them down. But maybe if you shrink them? You know what's interesting is you can, I think I actually did this, you can do takedowns. Who's that? I think I was using Kamala. You can actually do takedowns on, like, Taskmaster if you really fucking smack him around enough. But the takedown is just a generic takedown, and it doesn't, like, actually affect him. But it does the damage still.
Awaiting fourth code.
But she just, like, if you're in Embiggen, you can just do the little stomp, the little fist stomp, and it'll do damage.
Final code verification complete.
Alright, we're good. We just need to survive this. We're not doing a grab on this guy this time. But we got Rez. Rez is gonna blast him with his regular ranged Kamala. Low key, if you guys think my ranged Kamala is good, wait till you see this ranged Kamala. This is probably the best Kamala I know, right here against this this particular fella. Whoop! All right, well, I was spamming my assault heroic. I was trying to get my intrinsic back. I think that's the first time I've died as Spider-Man. There it is.
Unauthorized access detected. Sequence reset is imminent.
Yo, good looks.
Code verification sequence time reset.
Oh, hacker imminent. Oh no. Get that hacker off of that fucking thing. Alright, we're good.
It's opening.
What the hell is that? Super adaptive. Defend Project Omega.
Yo, Tech, you got the exotic of that piece?
Looks like this new
Where did you get it? Was that the priority mission or was that something else?
Gonna guess you've got some rockets hiding back there.
Kate, AIM has control of the bridge.
They have to make melee more viable. It's crazy they won't buff it. I mean, or they could just make missions where melee is more like,
How about a rain check?
I guess I'll say melee is more usable. Oh, yep, there he goes. Yeah, he's donezo. That range Kamala is OP, man. That was all that range. That was a solo range Kamala, basically. That was nutso, bro. Absolutely bonkers. Empire Guard game from Abomination. Yeah, but I'm saying for the... If someone got the exotic version of it. Oh, the last Avenger standing. Alright, let's see these pieces.
Nice work back there. It all makes a difference.
Oh, hold on.
Be counted at every turn.
No,
Fighting the good fight.
that's bad. I'll be putting that into something. Lethal Tachyon Surge. No. Oh, it's just a Tachyon Towel. Oh, but wait. Oh, that wasn't even the stuff to put into stuff. This is the stuff to put into stuff. Defeating enemy with Cosmic grants an intrinsic burst. No, that's no good. We got this. Oh, we got two. Wait. Oh, we got two 142s. Oh, I'll tell you why. Because it matched the highest power that we currently had equipped. Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. And then a Tachyon Towel. Yeah, right. Bruh. Although with Particle, that could be pretty good with Spider-Man. Alright, word. Alright, let's get another run in. So, yo, GG. Rez, I know you want to stay on with for your Hulk. So that's fine. And then who else wanted in? I'm going to come in with Thor. And I'm going to use... I'm going to try this piece, but I'm going to end up probably switching it before the end. Yo, low-key, let me try all of these things. I just want to see how these effects work. I think the one I got in the 4 slots actually just bugged, so that's not going to work at all. Although, whatever. Let's try it. There you go, 151. Look at that. Alright, guns, I got you, bro. Maniacal guns, invite. Yo, June, I got you. Let's go. All right, word. Yo, June, I don't know if you saw, I got the it's a little inconsistent, but you can get double web bomb. You can get a double web bomb, and it stays for the whole mission. Even if you, so it's like the same thing, you got to level and then unlevel a guy, you know how it goes. Or equip, unequip, reload the checkpoint, and it works. Just get the Spider-Man. Yeah, no, low key. Yeah, no problem. Van, yeah, we'll get you in, Van. And no worries. Yeah, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be streaming, but it's all good, man. We'll get you in. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if you're in the Discord as well. Definitely get in the I think you, Van, are in the Discord. But for anyone else, definitely pop into the Discord, low key. Because we got LFGs going. I know a lot of people are looking for games. So I mean, I'm happy to carry anyone through as well, but definitely there's plenty of people better than me in the Discord that will be happy to help you guys out. Ooh, tech, that piece is fire. The Public Menace Ward. Oh my god, the stats. If the stats were a little different, but those stats are fucking high. Golly. Spider drone status effect based on the type of range status gear is equipped. Yo, that could be fire. That could be fire as like a vibranium. Have a vibranium spider drone. Oh my god.
All right,
Are
Hank,
you
we're
kidding
inside.
me?
Everything up and running?
Kidding me, right, meow?
Oh, you're in for a treat. See you
Let's go. So this is gonna be interesting because I'm rocking a very different Thor set here. So we'll see how it goes.
Hey guys, just passing through.
So this is a vibranium payload Sonic Thor. Sender. Look at that. So I got that Sender buff. Am I doing the vibranium though? I don't feel like I am. I don't feel like... Oh, there it is. Okay, so anytime you just have to get in the Sonic, you get that Sender bonus. You guys in the game, are you getting that Sender buff? You guys getting that Sonic?
They won't be the last.
No! That guy's coming.
And then what do I get for being the Sender?
Aim squad dead ahead.
When receiving, no, that doesn't work. Here it is. When sending Sonic Conduit to other heroes, the sender's attack is infused with status deal more damage. Oh, so it's a 15% buff. And then what's this? Attacking with vibranium. Oh, so this isn't gonna work because I don't do vibranium directly. I do it from a payload. And then what's this? Defeating an enemy with the vibranium, send Sonic Conduit. So this is the one they said wasn't working, or at least that it was inconsistent. I mean, I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to be better than the targeted buff, targeted Tachyon Surge, but we'll see. Is the spamming of R2 with the hammer is done considered range damage? You're goddamn right it is. You're goddamn right it is. Is that gear better than what you previously had? It's hard to say. I'm just testing it out. It's definitely almost certainly not better than my Tachyon's Raids, but it's just different. I'm just trying to see how these buffs work and if it's useful. You know?
They're being kept in portable cells. You'll have to break them out.
We'll see. I mean, it's possible. I mean, it's probably not as good, but I just wanted to play a little different style for right now. But I mean, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna smash this guy anyway, so I ain't even worried.
Let's get this cell open. Whatever Monica has planned for these prisoners, it can't be good. Jarvis, give me Theo.
Kate? Wait a minute. What frequency are you on? I thought you were talking to Pim on the other line.
Yeah, I'll explain later. Much later. And, don't tell Pim I called you. We just need to get these prisoners to safety.
Fine. But only because I owe you.
The fuck? Can I hit this damn thing? My hammer's already up there. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Theo.
Doing a sonic drone. Oh, nice.
All right,
Yeah, that's
let's boogie.
sick.
Where's the rest
Does
of
it like apply pretty well, or is it like hardly anything? I guess that's always the thing. It's always easy to say like this could be good, that could be good, but then like you got to see what it's actually doing, right? I could tell you 100% that this, whatever I'm rocking right now, is not better than what I had, because what I had damage buff on it.
You'll need to destroy the locking mechanism to open the cell.
So as good as you might think this pinpoint vibranium thing is good, but if it ain't damage buff, golly.
You're up, Theo.
Oh no, it didn't hit that one. Shit.
This one's open.
Teleporting now.
Okay, we got it.
The cells are all open. Nice work.
Thor is OP for this.
An elite AIM team is close by.
OP.
and
We
on
got a
alert.
squad going right now.
Hi. Any chance you guys are just gonna let me?
Get ready, I'll add you. All right, word, man. Yeah, word.
Nope. Do it yourself. You know what? I'm just gonna take you out and then do it anyway. Cool?
It's pretty impossible that this is not activating a vibranium payload as hardcore as it should.
Come on, open.
I've updated your HUD with the location of a large AIM mech nearby.
Interesting, interesting. I don't know how the sender... Let me just switch back. This is obviously not as good. I was just curious how that sender perk worked. Oh, I guess we could still use sender. Oh, that's a receiver perk. No, let's just go. Let's just go crazy with our usual.
Good work.
Oh, this piece is actually fine. That piece is actually fine. That piece is not fine. There you go. Alright. Word.
Large AIM mech ahead. I shall give what instruction I can.
Two shots from drone is a full sonic? That's crazy. That's actually nuts then. That's probably going to be the piece I go for my friggin' Last Avenger standing, though. That's a little rough, but
Project Omega must be causing these tachyon storms.
it's all good.
Time travel to speed the process up. The weapons to stop the apocalypse. Or at least, that's what it's supposed to do.
The Last Avenger Standing is just, it's a little rough to do it over and over again for an exotic. It's like, there's so many other things you could be doing. You could be trying to do raids, you know, you could be doing a raid with different, you could be doing OLTs with characters you need to level up, you know? So to be grinding the OLT is a bit more of a grind than I'm probably in for at current, you know what I'm saying?
Target the eye.
So what's the Omega weapon?
No idea. Lots of words I did not understand. But if you're right,
Why not?
we have to destroy the bridge.
I'm glad you're finally on board. Wait, what?
There we go. There's very few things that you can't just God blast in this game, you know? I swear, that red always screws me up, man. Yo, who is making these orbs? June, are you spawning these heroic orbs on takedown? Or are you doing takedowns give the other thing, the intrinsics?
We got it down. You're still going through with this?
All right, we have to destroy Monica's bridge for both sides. Okay, trap her weapon in one timeline before it causes any more damage.
Can we pick you up? No, we can get you.
You'd be
I
trapped.
believe.
That machine is down.
We got... So next run will be...
Another wave's coming. Let's find cover.
And I apologize if I missed anybody, but I believe it could be you. We have Ace. Ace wants in, and then Van for the next run. So Ace, Van, and then Introvert, we can get you as well. That'll be the 4. Are you... if you don't have me, add me on PlayStation if you haven't already. We'll get you in. How do you have 3 God Blasts, still have the tornadoes? Bro, you gotta be using the triple God Blast cheese. That's the only way to do it. It's the only way.
Oh, this does not feel good at all. The movies have lied to me about time.
I have a video on it. Literally just look at my videos. It's a very easy trick. You just have to change your gear or change your perk, reload your checkpoint, change it back, reload, and then it should stay forever. I probably did it about a week into the launch of the game, and I've had it forever. Oh, it's the drone. Oh, for real. No lie. That's crazy, then. Oh, this man with his auto takedown on the Dreadbot. That's so good. That is so damn good. That's crazy. And I know Spider-Man already has the percentage on web. It's like a 50, or no, it's like 20% that a webbed enemy will drop an orb as well. So you combine the two. Well, get it. What's your PSN? It is Tricks Ridiculous, same as my Twitch here. Tricks with an X. And Yama, I got you, bro. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. You did it 3 times, got 3 exotics? God damn. Oh, the other two pieces are trash. Oh no, I think one of the devs who made all the gear, Alex. I think he mentioned that. What did he say? He mentioned that the 4 slot from that is the one that you're gonna want. Did you get the 4 slot? Of course, they're like, oh, you're gonna really want the gear from the Last Avenger Standing. It's like, oh, great, thanks. Like, that's crazy. I mean, you obviously did it 3 times, got 3 exotics. That's crazy, but for the rest of us plebs.
Get the Avengers out of that chamber now. Jarvis?
You've
Let
triggered
me
the alarm.
switch this out.
You'll need to
for
disarm the security
this.
terminals.
Right. Match the sequences. Shut down the alarm.
Fuck. The whole
Will that
unlock
buy
to
you enough
equip, that's
time
the
to get
dumbest thing
control
I've
of
ever
the bridge?
seen.
I'll work with whatever you can get us.
Not exactly yes, but I'll take it.
Awaiting third code verification entry. Awaiting fourth code
Word Hulk's in the
verification
middle, so
entry.
I'll be grabbing these.
Security entry verified.
Tech at all that luck, I know, right? For real. I did it once, and I got, because I do it once for the high chance, and then after that it's good luck. I did it once for the just for the chance, and I got something not great. It was like just some sort of Jarvis barrier on dodge. It was bad.
Trouble up ahead.
Warning. Critical energy
Dude,
levels
they
detected.
changed something in perks. Armory Flare had 125, now it just says 28. No, that's you're right about that. But it actually was just a visual change. The piece itself actually always did so, like mine said 135 and now it just says 35. Yours said 28. So it actually, your piece actually only ever did 28% more. And it just said 128. So it's actually the exact same as it was. They just changed it to say the correct amount. But obviously you would never know that,
Verification entry.
you know, or the average, person would never know that by just looking. You have to just assume that it's like that.
Temporal coordinates are lost. Engaging
Do you do me a
chronological
hives? I mean, I could do ya hives,
Control of the bridge. We need to hurry.
but no, we're not gonna do too many hives
This is beyond your
unless there's a piece. Oh, actually, no. Spider-Man gets the spectacular
I
gear
wasn't
from
asking
that,
permission.
which there's really no
You're
reason to
target
do,
Those tachyon storms are
unless
all
you
worth it. You've seen what I have.
are just trying to get that singular piece. But for my most recent video, however, you can actually just get that gear from the mission chain, so you don't even have to worry about doing the hives. You literally can get one of every piece from that mission chain and be good to go.
Warning. Critical energy levels detected.
Oh, the Mega Hive. I mean, I don't usually do the Mega Hive. I guess I should do it on Spider-Man, but
Unlock protocol.
it's whatever. I'm not with everything else to physically do. It's the lowest priority for me, which that's a good thing. It's good that there's so many things to do in the game that it's not like there's no time where you're just like,
Verification.
I don't need to do this, I don't need to do that,
Awaiting third code verification.
It's like there's so many different things you could be doing.
Final code verification.
Be nice if they added that to patch notes. Yeah, well, it would. It would, but you know,
Wild guess.
they didn't.
Go to the bad
There
guy.
were a few things they didn't add to the patch notes. One thing is that you can actually delete across your screen now. So like if I targeted a few pieces here and then went over here and targeted a few pieces and targeted a few pieces, you can actually dismantle all of them at once, which I'm obviously not going to do, but you used to have to do it screen by screen. So you'd have to do all your melee gear separately from all your range gear, separately from, you know. All right, so I'm just going to try to blast this guy with Thor. My Thor is not like a completely over the moon blast him. I mean, it should be. I've got about 12... I've got about 400 Valor with damage buff Tachyon Surge. No potentiators.
Defend Project
So, I mean, if we can get him battery effect, I should be able to melt him
Okay,
pretty
yikes.
hard, but
Looks like this new killbot is a big Avengers
get
fan.
ready for a little bit of a fight just
Shield,
in
the
case.
hammer. Gonna guess you've got some rockets hiding back there.
Kate, AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it again unless we get it back.
Please just hang on. How about a rain check?
Oh, shit. There we go. That's the damage you like to see. Oh no, he's too far away. Oh no, we got him. Now my thing here. The whole crew. See you later. Nice. Good job. Potentiates need a buff. Well, they actually stopped working after this update, but it's being looked into. The devs have confirmed. Have confirmed. All right, sweet. So this should just... I definitely don't want any of the gear from this, but hopefully it should just be +2 power. So the Omega Binding and the Omega Battle Plate.
Nice work back there. It all makes
So
a
this
difference.
should be, so that's,
AIM's efforts
Oh.
must be countered at every turn.
wait. Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
fighting the good fight.
42. No, see, this ain't right. Oh, this place, never mind. I was like, why is this 140? Now, let me tell you. Be going right into my God roll. I'll tell you that much right now. So this is 142, and then we got a defensive, which is very nice to be going in to here. And then, I mean, I'm not going to delete this piece. Oh, wait, what did something go to a postmaster? Hang on one sec, boys. Yeah, we got another 142 going here. So that sucks. So we didn't get more than one power boost then. I guess this counts. But we really didn't. We should have gotten 2 pieces. We got this piece and we got this piece. But why was this piece already 142? This piece should have been 144 because we already had a 142, unless this was not the power drop, in which case this was the power drop. But then, oh no, wait, unless there's another one. Hold on. There could have been another piece that went to the vault. That's probably what it was. How do I sort? No. Well, that might be old. Yeah, we only got one piece that boosted our power there, and it was the chest piece. We got the binding piece or the hammer piece because I put a 142 hammer in already, and then it dropped another 142 hammer. So unless that's your on-level piece, because it would match the 142, but in which case we didn't get another 142. You got two 142 range? Yeah, so all right, so because the OLT gave, on my Ms. Marvel, it gave two pieces that were 142, and they were in different slots. So maybe they just have to be different slots. If I got two range pieces, we both got two range pieces, they were the same. So it just glitched out on us, I think. Oh, it's always something, you know? All right, GG's. Rez, you're out too. Oh, yo, GG's, everybody. Let me... Yeah, look, it literally... This is what it's showing us. But no, see, this one would have been the on-level piece from the mission. The mission chain would have been different. I don't fucking know. No, I just checked it. It did go to the inventory. It did. But it didn't go to the inventory hard enough, I guess. I don't know. It's all good. So let's get some invites. So we had Ace. And Yama, I got you, bro. So Ace, which I think is General Ace, and Yama. Ace, if you're still in chat, let me know if you want in. The General Ace, that's what it is. And then our third, who was our third? I think it was Introvert. If you're still here, bro. Oh, no, you're Enyama. Okay. Then who was our third? Or who? I don't remember. If you had wanted in before, speak up now. Otherwise, someone else speak up and we'll get you in. Yeah, GG's, Ninja. GG's, bro. We'll definitely do some raids, my man. Definitely. And you know, look, it's interesting because I definitely want to do the raid a few more times with like my crew before we start doing like viewer raids, because that'll be hard to do one person. I don't want to say carrying, but like it'll be tough to just bring 3 people through the raid like straight up who've never done it until I've at least done it a few more times myself. But the other thing is I'm thinking we could do more collabs. You know, there's already a few other streamers that I'm looking to collab with. I would be much more comfortable doing 2s. So like Lejeune, you know, perfect example. We could do like me and Lejeune, and then like a person from each of our chats, and then it would be like a double carry. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Vanny Boy, I got you. There you are. I should have known that was you. I never know what someone's name is versus their in-game name versus their YouTube name. It's always a blur. A blur. When I didn't mind, it gave me 2 hammers and you and a chest piece. Yeah, well, that's what I got. I got the chest piece. Well, now I'm not on Thor anymore, but I did get the chest piece. The chest piece was higher, but I got 2 hammers and they were both 142. And I already had a 142 in that slot. So I don't know. Get this fucking junk out of here. Yo, my Hawkeye is probably going to be the next character I really bring heavy into the raid. I know that you really want a flyer, but low-key, I think Hawkeye is going to be fire too, because I still got the targeted Tachyon Surge, and Hawkeye's great with that because his Vibranium is on a different slot. So you can just go Tachyon's Raise Vibranium and then be looking good with that. You get what I'm saying? You know what I think I did? I loaded up on random shit so that I could delete it for the fragments once they broke the cap. But like now I'm just got random shit. All right, we good? Sweet. It'll be tough to direct everyone without doing it multiple times. I mean, I got it. I haven't done every role. So like a few times I was like the runner versus the point holder, if that makes sense. So, you know, it's interesting. I'd like to at least play all the roles. And it's the same with any raid. I mean, if I went and do any Destiny raid right now, I can do it with my eyes closed, you know, because I've done them so much. But like the first few times I did them, I was kind of like, oh, I'm not really 100% sure. But like now, Vault of Glass in Destiny, I can do that with me and my crew. We do that with our actual eyes closed. Like we all know, we've done it 1,000 times. Like we just go in where you know, it's just whatever. Yo, what's up, Cloud? Did they improve PS4 loading times? Probably not. I don't know. Yo, Rebel with a cannon. With the sub. Thank you so much, man. Welcome to the Cereal Bowl. Appreciate you, brother. Yo, Chronic, what's going on, dude? Yo, Craig, what's going on, dude? How's it going? Just tuning in? Yo, it's going. We're doing some, we're just trying to do some Omega level threats. Haven't done another raid yet, but the Omega level threat also gives you power increase once a week. So I was just looking to bang that out on a few characters before tomorrow's reset. Just so we get those power boosts in and just helping some viewers out with it. You know how it goes. This is like our 4th run. Going on Hawkeye this time.
All right, Hank, we're inside. Everything up and running?
Oh, you're in for a treat. See you in a bit.
How's everyone else doing? You know? How are you guys doing? You guys always like, yo, Trix, how you doing?
Hey, guys.
But I never asked how you guys are doing. Oh god, this is my first time back using Hawkeye after the Tachyon Surge buff, rebuff, unnerf. Low key. It's crazy. Cause yeah, to be fair, I've been playing Thor. I played Thor in the raid, and then I've just been doing Spider-Man.
You've defeated this.
I have not even used Hawkeye since. Not that I forgot how to play him. Did you complete the Elite Raid yet? I have not, but I bet you, I mean, I have not, because it should be impossible, because you have to be level 160 to even attempt it. But that said, some people were getting 165 gear dropping as a glitch. So it wouldn't surprise me if people got some 165 gear and just got into the raid anyway. I guess you'd need 4 people to do it. Put you on the raid list? Absolutely, bro. I got you. What was your take on the raid? I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I think a lot of people were just a little shell-shocked by how not how hard it was, but just like how much coordination and puzzling there was. I think people just expected to just go in and just smash face, which there were definitely sections where you had to smash face, but there were also sections where you had to be strategic and coordinate and communicate with your team, which was a welcome change. I don't think a lot of players were expecting something like that in this game. So I think a lot of players were a little sus on that. They just didn't really know what to do, and I think that's where people struggled the most. But no, I thought it was good. I thought it was a solid, good raid. It was high quality content, unlike anything we've had in the game before. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it a lot more times.
I've located captive Inhumans.
I see people, I mean, people are getting all salty for weird reasons. I see people like, oh, it's not even worth it to do the raid. Oh, the gear sucks. Like, we don't even know you're gonna have to, like, the gear is meant to be used as like a set. So like you don't even know until you actually get like multiple pieces of the gear. You know what I'm saying? To really try to make a build with it. You know, people just jump into the conclusions that like, oh, it's not nearly as good as the gear I have now. It's like, well, okay, maybe not the one piece you just got, but like, you don't know. It's possible, like, people say like, oh, it's never gonna, they're not gonna come out with any perks that they're gonna stop damage boost, right? Damage buff. And it's like, that's probably true, but why not just have both? Like, you could have like a sender boost in your 4 slot with some sender perks, but still just have targeted buff on something else, you know? Like, I'd be willing to forego my 4 slot on Iron Man, or my 4 slot on Thor, or my 4 slot on, even Hawkeye. Like, if there was like a sick ass, or even Kamala, if there was just like a sick ass, you know, 4 slot from the raid that had like a crazy Sonic boost or a crazy status effect boost. I don't know. I mean, shit.
Nice work. An elite aim team.
Probably a little unnecessary there, but what are you gonna do?
Updating your HUD.
Found a hacker. He has a power level 175 Spidey. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Hi. Any chance you guys are just gonna let
Well, that's the whole problem, right? Is that they don't like the folks who have done the raid like legitimately. In the first few runs that like were publicly showed off, like, did it legit, but like I'm sure there was some random 175 hacker on minute 1 of the raid who just went in and blew the thing away, you know. So I mean, that's always a little sus, right? It kind of ruins a lot of that world first type of essence when you're just, hackers are just allowed to go unchecked. And like they're never going to ban any hackers. They're never going to ban anybody. I don't know, the only person I know who's ever gotten banned in this game is Miller for a week for data mining. There have been hackers all over the place. So I don't really know like what they think they're doing, but they can't actively think that like people, someone, if you get 4 hackers together at 175, they're probably already in the elite vault or in the elite raid, right?
I shall give what instruction I can.
Oh fuck, I walked right into that stupid thing. I wasn't even looking, I was looking at chat. Yo, Jacob, Kate Bishop Supremacy, what's going on? How do you get to 175 power level? It's so confusing. No, so right now, I mean, you can't get that high. You have to do the Omega level threat and the raid to get higher level gear. But the gear currently, it'll only be a little bit higher. It can only go up as high as 160. And then once you're 160, or I should say the gear will be 150 plus 10 from your major artifact. That's staying the same. But then once you've done that, then the what is it? The elite, once you're at 160, the elite raid will give you power level up to 165 plus 10 from the major artifact. That's 175. So that's it. Yo, Eliav, yeah, so pretty much just what I said. So it's, yeah, same answer. The raid itself gives power level 1, gives up to 150, right? But you can only do it once a week. You can do it as many times as you want for randomly rolled gear, but you can only do it one time for power higher than your current gear cap. So you have to try every week. You have to do it every week to make sure you get your highest level stuff, and then go from there. What gear level do I have? Well, I have 140 across pretty much all of my characters, with a few of them 142. You can, like I said, you can only do it once a week, so it's not like there's no one's racing any higher than anybody else too quickly. You know, you can really only go like 1 full power, or I guess 2 full power per week if you equip absolutely everything, you know.
I got your back.
How do you get the artifact? The minor artifacts drop. So doing the weekly OLT or the weekly raid will drop you minor artifacts at +2 higher than you currently are. So that's how you get those. Let me go up top. Oh, Thor's just gonna God blast the whole fucking town. Okay. Whoa! Oh no! That looked like something out of a movie. That was pretty cool. I'll get the bottom ones here, boys. Don't worry. We're close. I think this is the last one. Oh no, I can't damage it. Oh, I got an invisible wall. It's healing. Oh no, bros, we might be glitched. Bro, get out of town. Can one of you see if you can destroy this? It's glitched for me. Oh, maybe we can go straight for the head actually. Yeah. Alright, word. Yeah, go straight for the head. If I don't die. Oh, I'm suppressed. Oh no.
We got it down. You're still going through with this?
Oh my god. Oh, someone got kicked. Rip. Oh, was that Van? Oh, rip, dude.
No. You'd be trapped with it.
That's probably why he wasn't going down. Oh, that sucks, Van. Yo, Abby, Triggs at the room where you're with Shuri. Are you supposed to use the anti-metal to keep one side of the wall destroyed until she uses her wipe? Yes, exactly right. So you have to use... So you can spread the anti-metal to your teammates, but only temporarily, just by going near them. But yeah, then anyone affected by that can damage the rocks. You want to keep the rocks low. They slowly regenerate, but if you keep it low, you have to call out... You should call out when the anti-metal is running to 0. When it runs to 0, you want to have the rock all the way down, and then her wipe will keep it down, if that makes sense. Can't do the raids no mic? Oh, brutal. I mean, you can pick up a pretty cheap mic. It's not hard. I mean, and I'm sure once the raids get to the point where, like, people are doing them pretty easily and you have a pretty competent group, as long as you can hear and follow some direction, you might be okay. Like if you know, you got 3 other people on their mic and they're just saying, okay, go here, do this, they can put you in a role where you don't have to do any talking, and they can just kind of figure the rest out themselves.
Should stabilize it.
Kinda sounds like you're guessing, dude.
Well, I haven't exactly done this before.
How do you get the major artifact that gives you 10 levels? Oh, it's any of them.
Wanna see a trick?
It's any. It's just the it's the one that goes in the slot. You have to just you get like a couple from the main story, and then the rest of them just come here and there. There's all different ones. They all give different effects.
Thanks. Gonna try ducking from now on.
So I'm gonna have to change the current gear I have to increase the power level. No, you infuse the current gear into the new gear into the current gear. So it'll cost you some resources, but if you get a piece, let's say you really like your melee piece, and you get another piece that's you get another piece that's not melee. Let's say it's or let's say it is a melee piece, but it's got bad perks, but it's higher power. You can use that and just you can infuse that in to the other perk. If that makes sense. It's just an upgrade ability. and you essentially just put it in, and it costs you some resources, but then it'll bring your current piece to the higher cap. Look at this guy, just has an unstoppable shield. I don't get these guys that I literally do friggin' 12 arrows that all do 28,000 with battery effect, and he just loses like a quarter of his shield. Like, bro, where even are you right now? Am I shooting vibranium arrows? Oh no, that's just how Hawkeye is. Yeah, no problem, Kate. I've beaten it. Just need to confirm, though, someone... If that was the logic. Yep, that is the logic. That is the mechanic. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. That's probably the hardest encounter in the raid, in my opinion. I think the drill room... I think the drill room is the most fun, but it's very easy. That part is fairly difficult. And then the rest of it, like the claw fight, the other stuff, that's all not too bad. Oh man. Sometimes this elevator just takes you to the depths of hell. The depths. What's up, Penny? How is the loot from, and how do you feel about the raid? I thought the raid was good. I thought it was a good raid. I think a lot of people were kind of shell-shocked on how hard it was. Just from a communication and coordination perspective, people don't... When you're used to playing a game like this where your character is so strong and you just mop the floor with everything all the time, you find wipe mechanics to be a little cheesy, right? So I think that was a lot of the general consensus. People were like, oh, like, this is bullshit. They're just going to wipe me no matter what. Because they're not used to puzzle mechanics in this game yet, you know? But no, I thought it was legit. But yeah, as far as the loot, my loot was okay. We only ran it once I ran it on Thor. My loot was fine. I got some interesting pieces. They're nothing so amazing, but I got a piece with the status leak and a piece with the sonic conduit. So I'll be willing to try both of them out. Are they better than what I currently have? Debatable. It's hard to say, but can I get up here, or is that just going to be... No, I actually can't. Okay.
Security entry verified.
And one, where's one? There it is. What's up, Brenda? So the only way to get your people to 175 is to do raids? Correct. You can get to 160 by doing the Omega level threat only. The raid and the Omega level threat will get you there faster. But just the Omega level threat can get you there. But from that, yeah, once you're there, you have to do raids. You have to do the elite raid to get from 160 to 175. Which makes sense. I know a lot of people were a little against that, but honestly, I mean, it's the way it is. Like, it's the hardest content in the game. It should give you the best stuff and get you to the highest level. But at the same time, you only need to be 175 specifically for the elite version of the raid. You know, like, no other content in this game is going to require you to be... No other content is going to require you to actually be in the raid. Kind of sucks. Don't have people do raid, and I'm on super late. Oh man. Well, I mean, there is matchmaking, but that's going to be a challenge. But yo, join the Discord if you haven't already. We're doing LFGs in the Discord. There's a lot of people looking to do raids. As far as the time, if you're on super late, I mean, I don't know what super late is to you compared to other people. I mean, I know we got some people on the West Coast as well, so I mean, super late could mean a lot of things, but definitely join. I mean, and even if it's not my LFG, I would recommend trying to use even like the official LFG or another streamer's LFG. Is this the raid? Because I forgot what he said. No, this is the Omega level threat. This is also known as the OLT. The raid is a little different. It takes place in Wakanda.
Beyond your understanding.
It is
I won't
much
let you
harder
get in my way.
and a
Yeah,
very
I wasn't
different
asking
mission.
permission.
This mission is
Your
just a bit of...
experiments are
Hey, did they always
destroying
have Monica here doing this, or is this new?
Are your fault. All
I'm
worth
fairly certain that that was not the case. Sadly, I play on PC. I don't think I'll be doing the raid anytime soon. Player base is too low. Well, like I said, I mean, there's definitely players on PC doing it, but you might have to do a pre-made group.
Code verification sequence.
You might have to go with a pre-made instead of trying to matchmake it, in which case definitely try LFGs. Mine or others. You'll probably be able to find people one way or the other.
Critical energy.
You only need 3 people, you know? So, I mean, I'm sure you could, if you're actively looking, I'm sure you could find 3 people that'll help you through it.
Unlock protocol.
They robbed me, had 3,000 units. I know. We all did. We all did, man. I had a million, a flat million, and now I got nothing. But they're actually putting it back.
Awaiting second code
They said it was a glitch. They didn't it was unintentional. Same thing with the fragments. I also had 100,000 fragments,
Awaiting
and
fourth code verification
it's getting put
entry.
back, so.
Awaiting fourth code verification entry.
Got eyes on the enemy.
Yeah, what's good, Rebel? How you doing? How do you feel about this raid overall? I thought it was good, man. Too much going on with the fun taken out. Oh, really? I don't think so. It was pretty much exactly what I was expecting. If it was any less complicated, if it was just more beat 'em up and very little actual teamwork, it wouldn't have been too much different than the OLT, in my opinion. This thing's not even reaching. Jesus. I'm just not locking on with this thing. What the hell? But no, I appreciated that there was like mechanics and things like that. Honestly, I think a lot of people just weren't expecting it, and that's why they were thrown off a bit. But no, I thought it was legit. It was hard. I think people just thought they were going in, which, like, obviously, especially if you had like a really powerful, really strong group, a lot of people probably just thought like, oh, like my Hawkeye blows away the super adaptoid, my Thor blows away the super adaptoid. We're gonna blow this right away like it's not even there, you know. But and then they got caught up trying to do mechanics and getting wiped, and they were like, "Oh, this is bullshit." And it's like, well, like you got to get used to that stuff. It's not cheesy. It's a puzzle. Yo, Phoenix, thank you. Or no, sorry, Phantom. Thank you so much for the new subscription, homie. Welcome to the Cereal Bowl. Appreciate you. What's this damage? Oh my god. Oh my Hawkeye. Oh my Hawkeye. That's a lot of damage. Heavens to Betsy. Genuinely loved the teamwork. So do my friends. More teamwork get done. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, you know. That's what, and I mean, it's really not like if you go play it back again or play it multiple times, like it'll be easier and easier, right? And there were definitely parts where you had to do a lot of damage, right? So that part was not completely lost. Those echoes were like a bastard, you know.
Nice work back there.
So no, I thought it was good. All right, so 2 bows, but then what did we get? Now this is where, let me see. All right, so we got a bow here, which is bad. We'll be putting it into this. Okay. And then I think we got a chest piece. Let me double check. Yes, we did. It's not the operative's armor, so it'll be going into the operative's armor. And that's that. And then we should have gotten something here. Yes, and we'll put that into this. And now we should be 151. Look at that. 151. There you go. Where's the mission? It is in the... Yo, GG's, guys, by the way. GG's for show. It is in Wakanda. And you really can't miss it. It's this one right here. Discordant Sound. Raid. And you get Discordant set gear. I got a few. Let me show you my pieces on Thor. So I got obviously 3 pieces. I got these Van Braces. So when receiving Sonic Conduit, attacks that are infused with status deal more damage. Light combo finishers and signature attacks deal Vibranium. And then status damage from Odin Forest. That one's not great. And then I got this one, which is interesting. Discordant Binding. When you're sending Sonic Conduit, the senders... So your attacks infused with status deal increased damage by 15. And it's Sonic range power attacks with Vibranium Pinpoint. All right, so there you go. So this piece is interesting. It's not better than my God Roll Tachyon's Rays, but it's an interesting piece. And then on the heroic side of things, I also got the Discordant Clasp. So this one's interesting. It's when you're attacking an enemy with Vibranium damage that has an active Sonic effect, you spread shock to nearby enemies. So that's pretty interesting, right? And then it has the actual Sonic Conduit. So when you go into proximity with a Sonic enemy, you send the Sonic buff to others. So they will receive Sonic as though they're in the Sonic field as well. So pretty interesting. That's good to have. I definitely want something like that on my Kamala, actually, more than my Thor, but cool to have. And then receiving Tempest, when you're receiving it from another teammate, your Assault Heroic does more. It doesn't say how much, but yeah. Can you show the mission? Yeah, I just did. It was right there. My Thor is straight lightning. You can see the OLT melt them when you get the fire tornadoes. Oh yeah. Oh, I know. The only thing which hurts, I'm seeing a lot of might pieces dropping. Not ideal for Iron Man. That's true, but that's okay. I mean, as long as you're not like a piece with might is probably not going to drop in your range slot. If you get a melee piece that has might, but it's got some crazy Sonic boost attack, crazy thing, like the perks are more important than the stats. If you lose 45 precision for 45 might on a piece, it's really not going to like if you go down from 450 precision down to 400 precision, you're fine. You're totally fine. You'll still be smashing things. It's literally like 10%. It's such a minute amount of your damage. Like the more precision you go up, the more it's like a diminishing return. Not that it is a diminishing return, but like if you already have 400 precision, adding an extra 40 precision is really only upping your damage 10%, right? Whereas if you don't have that 10%, but you have some crazy buff that buffs you or does, a crazy status effect that's way more helpful than just flat damage, then you're good. I think people get a little too caught up in just pure damage numbers versus things that'll be more beneficial to a team play. So that's what we're going to start to see more of, is that team play atmosphere with these raids. So we'll see. Crashed in the last fight versus Claw. I was in the raid as Spidey. Brutal. That is rough, my dude. I am sorry to hear that. That sucks. Damn. All right, boys. GG. Boys and girls, GG to everybody. I'm going to call it for this stream. This was just a short, fun stream, but we definitely got a lot of stuff done. Got a lot of characters leveled up. I hope you guys got some good levels. Anyone we played with, GG's. But that's it for me. Like I said, definitely be sure to sub if you haven't already. Join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter. All that good stuff. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Possible stream tomorrow. Not sure. I mean, obviously Thursday's my usual stream day. But I'm not sure. I may have some errands to run. But we'll see. Follow Twitter. Follow Discord. I'll keep everyone up to date. We may try to